You are listening to a Cult Talk Network podcast.
Welcome, everyone, to American Pie Slices.
That's my slice sound.
That's your slice?
That's best I could do on a drop of a hat.
Wow. I'm Ty.
I'm Michael.
And this is, of course, the unofficial retrospective podcast, the Cult Talk Net summer event focusing on the 1999 teen comedy classic, American Pie.
American Pie.
This is our fourth episode of this 6-part series. We're breaking down this movie slice by slice.
Oh, I just figured out why we call it American Pie Slices.
Yeah.
That's clever.
Yeah, it goes over a lot of people's heads. It's a thinking man's title. Today we are doing. Would you say this is the most? It's definitely the most controversial.
It's controversial, yes, but still one of the most iconic.
Yes, I would say it's definitely the most controversial scene out of the entire franchise at this point. I definitely think this is the most controversial scene out of the franchise.
Yeah, but even the creators kind of, at the time, I'm not sure what they've said recently, but they try to counteract what was going on because they understood what was going on there too.
Yeah, it's definitely this scene, no bones about it, definitely couldn't be done today. No way this would be featured in a major Hollywood film. Not
without Jim becoming a full-on villain or something.
Yeah, exactly. We'll talk a little more about that when we start breaking things down. But yeah, I do have some.
Yeah, but we'll go over a little more also. The chapter spans farther than we anticipated, but it's all good.
Yeah, today we're only doing one scene. This is scene 11, Nadia on the net. It's that scene. The scene you probably replayed many a times in your bedroom alone because it's got some juicy content in it. It's a spicy slice.
Spicy?
It's a spicy slice of American Pie, focusing on our dear Nadia, the foreign exchange student, played by Shannon Elizabeth. Yeah, definitely. I would say, aside from the pie fucking scene we covered in the last episode, this is probably what most people think of when they think of American Pie.
Yes, it's definitely one of the more iconic things of this film at the time. And I guess not groundbreaking. Yeah, we've been over that. It's not like really a groundbreaking scene because you have stuff like that in Porky's.
Absolutely. Porky's is similar. It's funny because Porky's, obviously had the scene of them watching the girls, right?
Yeah, in the shower. They went
in the shower. And this is kind of like the 90s interpretation of that scene because it's just technology is now in it. Like it's basically that scene, but with technology. It's what Porky's may have done if they had internet access.
That's 100% what they would have done with internet access.
So that's kind of interesting. I never really thought about it until now that it's basically what this is. Just a modern interpretation of that Porky's gimmick.
Wow, this shows a phony. What a giant phony American Pie is.
Yeah, one big ripoff. But today, as is tradition on the podcast, each episode we are joined with a different apple-themed beer because when you think of American Pie, you think of apples and beer and
cider.
Get it right, everyone. Yeah, ciders. Everyone has an apple ciders. Never had this one. We are drinking today Strongbow Gold Apple Hard Cider.
And I'm just going to say, as far as presentation goes, this is our best presented packaging of
it looks fancy. Cider. It looks fancy. It looks like you should be drinking this out of a champagne glass.
Because it even has the embedding of the logo on the glass even.
I do think the bottle looks small. I know it's probably the same volume as every other bottled beer, but just the shape of it makes it look petite.
Well, beer is usually 12 ounces, right? This one's 11.2, so it's a little smaller. You called it out.
They're fucking us on
shrinkflation.
Yeah, shrinkflation.
Bitches.
Let's see here. Do we have any? Okay, our hard cider is made from ripe orchard apples fermented over time for a crisp, refreshing taste.
And again, pregnant women can't drink this. What the fuck?
Damn. Stay away from it.
God.
This is produced by H.P. Ballmer, the United Kingdom. It is bottled in Ballmer's Cider Company, White Plains, New York.
So it traveled a little bit to get to us.
Yeah, it's gluten-free.
Oh, well.
We got here. It's definitely got more carbs than our last beer. This has got 19 grams of carbs, 172 calories. Is So it's a little more.
I mean, that last one we did, I can't remember what it was called.
It was 0-0.
Yeah, it was
Cider
Geist.
Geist.
It was trying to be a healthy one,
Yeah.
which that's why we didn't even talk about it much because there was a lot of nothing to it. It's just like, here's healthy apple cider type thing. Good luck.
And it's got 5% alcohol in it, so it's got more alcohol than the last one.
Oh, we're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah. Ooh. And this is a pry top, but luckily, I got my Jaws bottle opener, which
not as satisfying as the sound as a can does.
Which, speaking of Jaws, this Saturday, our July kickoff episode exclusive to YouTube.com, just Cult.net. You can check out our episode on Jaws.
No one gives a fuck about Jaws.
Hey, it's a good movie.
Let me see if I can get you to pop out of this bottle here.
Let's see. Let's see if you can get a little ASMR.
At least make more noise.
A little ASMR. Oh, baby. God damn.
That was a good one. Actually, let me get you the sound of that cap hitting in there again.
Oh.
Hell yeah, sounds.
Ooh, ASMR.
All right,
this is an ASMR podcast.
All right, let's get this. Let's clank them this time. We got glass bottles. Well,
yep.
There was a bit of a mess. It's all right. It's my fault. My fault.
It's fine.
I was like, let's clank them.
Well, we clanked them.
Let's give them a taste here.
Okay. Let's see what it tastes like.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
That is good.
Oh, this goes up on my fucking list.
Woo. Damn.
God damn it, that's good. Actually, fuck.
This might be the best one we've had.
God damn it, that's good and smooth.
That is fantastic.
I'm glad I bought a 6-pack all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna have these drink in no time.
Damn, that's smooth. That was good.
Yeah, Strongbow, hard cider. God damn, that's good. Definitely the best one we've had so far, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's like top tier right there. That's, even outside this pod, is probably one of the best ones I've had.
Yeah, this is fucking fantastic.
It's a smooth one. Like cider, I like cider boys. I definitely go hard on cider boys. Definitely here in Columbus because a lot of people have them on tap and everything.
Yeah,
go around town. But that's more of like what I would call like more of a full body cider. It's like it hits a little different. Gets a lot more fizz to it. This one's a very nice, clean, smooth one.
Oh yeah, this is great. That's a good way to kick off the episode.
Yep.
Speaking of, I think it's time. Let's go ahead and let's jump right into this. Let's take a slice of American Pie. Let's go ahead. Let's grab our beers, sit back, relax, and let the good times roll.
All right, Ty, are you ready to get in to see how much Jim blew it?
He did blow it. He blows it pretty hard.
When you blow it, you don't get blown. That's a whole problem,
man. So we're doing one scene this episode.
Is it the one scene, or we're doing the whole chapter?
It's the whole chapter.
Yeah. So don't call it a scene.
Chapter. We've been calling it scenes.
You've been calling it scene.
No. Oh, wait till 4 episodes in. They correct me.
I thought you were calling it chapters this time. Maybe you've been calling it scenes. Who knows? We are here now. If you're still with us, it's fine.
Yeah, we're doing chapters. Chapter 11. That is Nadia on the Net is what it's called on our unrated Blu-ray. And this is a beefy boy. There's a lot in this one chapter. I'm glad we decided to do one chapter. Yeah, because
there's more, because this is kind of like, it's a culmination of a lot of things.
It is. It is. It sets up a lot for our third act. It's taken us into our third act here. And we're going to it builds up a lot.
Right. So what we're just coming off of is that Stifler had the brilliant idea. It's like, Nadia's going to be at your place. She's going to be getting changed. Bro, she's going to be naked in your room. Which, to be fair, it was never established if she's going to get changed in his room, just at his house. She could have easily went to the bathroom.
She could have easily. Why didn't she go to the bathroom, honestly?
Movie magic. We would never have this scene if she would have went to the bathroom like a normal person and just change clothes. Like, no, get out of your room, Jim, so I can change in here.
Right.
And pilfer around. So
she does. She pilfers around.
So Jim's like, totally, I'll do that. So he gets, because they were like, wondering, can you live stream it? Like that thing? Which in 99, that is a legit question. Mm-hmm. Like, can you fucking stream that shit?
So here we get a good shot opening up. We get NetBot email. I don't remember. I never used email in the 90s.
NetBot email can't be real.
I never used email in the 90s. I was too young for that. I was, been
Go ahead and cover what else is on
10.
the screen there.
Jim is sending a mail message to unspecified from Jim at eastgreatfalls.edu, because if you don't know, in the 90s, you could only have internet through a school. Correct, Mike? No,
at the time, it was definitely, I mean, there might have been 99. It was very new. If you didn't have, because schools and such were the ones that get it first.
Yeah.
Because it was like a big selling point for colleges. Like, come to our college, you get an email assigned to you. It was like big deal. 99 we're teetering there, where you could have just had it on your own home computer, but you could definitely tell by the directory of what's going on. This is definitely a high school email, because it has names of students.
Yeah, it's
Gunter, Kearsley, Alec, Mike.
So his email is Jim at eastgreatfalls.edu. Is he the only Jim at East Great Falls?
Maybe. Well, then Stifler's down there. Maybe maybe it's not the school's internet. I don't know. I'm not seeing things.
Subject is hubba.
And it's not even alphabetical order, all the names.
Maybe it's just like who he used recent or something.
Yeah, it might be a recent. Please select the recipients of your current message. So
you can see on here we got a East High directory, which comes up for is a pretty big part of this scene.
What's this Excel sheet to the left?
I don't even see an Excel sheet.
Well, it looks like an Excel sheet. Just has date and
recipient.
Stuff. Is that just a recipient list also?
Yeah, it must be like who he's. Yeah,
weird.
Recipients 7/9/98.
What
was the date on that? So.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Nothing else there. What's his folders on the sides? Data files. Does he have anything else weird?
Data files, like just standard stuff on there.
Because his post-its are hidden. We caught the post-its.
Yeah, we caught the post on the last one.
I was wondering if those changed at all, but we can't see it.
The subject of the email is "Oh yeah," with the link. Enjoy, Jim.
Subject is hubba hubba. Mm-hmm. Body text is "Oh yeah." Link.
The link is HTTP. Which HTTP mean? You're an IT guy.
Oh, God damn it. It's a protocol. It's God damn it. Why'd you do that to me?
Because you're an IT guy.
Hypertext. You're an engineer.
You're an IT guy.
It's hypertext, some bullshit. God damn it. It don't matter these days.
Well, it's HTTP/128.22.
Yeah, hypertext transfer protocol. Damn it.
The IP is 128.220.27192/temp/Nadia Vision. The IP address actually belongs to the Department of Psychology of Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah, it's just some IP address. Weird.
Yeah, very interesting. So if you're paying enough attention, you'll see where Jim really fucks up here in this scene. So he's got his destination. Please select the recipients of this message, and
which he selects Stifler first.
Stifler.
And then he's hovering over Kevin.
He clicks Kevin.
But somehow 99 glitchery.
Right above Kevin is the East High directory, which he highlights and sends. He effectively sending the link to the
double
entire...
check that, Jim. Double check that shit.
I don't think he doesn't have time. His dad just walks right in.
Yeah, his timing is rough because he sends film timing. She comes right in as soon as he clicks in. Powers off his monitor. He has the 2 megapixel camera pointed toward his bed, which the angles of all this is just rough if you think about it in this room.
Oh, yeah.
Because before we get into it, the computer is like up at the head of his bed originally. You see him setting it up because then he turns around and they're there at the door. But we're getting a view from like the side of the bed toward the rest of the room. So like the placing of everything is kind of weird, unless I'm looking at it wrong.
Finch and Kevin are watching from Kevin's room because Kevin lives right on the street from Jim. We established in the previous chapter. Also, Stifler is watching from his brother's room, and we haven't met his brother yet. This is the first time we're seeing Matt Stifler, who he'll end up being called in later.
What does he get called later?
Matt Stifler.
I think because he still goes by Stifler, right? Anyone that has Stifler just gets called Stifler.
Yeah, I know he's Matt in the Presents movies.
Okay. Do you think Matt listens to Cult Talks Conspiracy? Look at all this alien stuff.
Yeah, look at his aliens. He's a thinker. He's a tinfoil hat guy. He definitely would have listened to Cult Talks Conspiracy.
He's got a lava lamp. He's got the space wallpaper on the back.
He's a thinker. He's got an inflatable alien, and here he is.
He's got a fucking random foot on the back.
He's got lot of like biology stuff. He's got like one of those skeleton, like the human body showing all the organs, a random foot. This kid's a weird kid.
What the fuck is this kid about?
He's a
he has
weird kid.
baseball down there, so does he play sports also still?
Everyone here plays baseball, apparently.
I mean, what else are you going to do? Baseball, lacrosse.
Yeah, they got lacrosse.
Yeah, but
I think baseball is in a lot of this stuff because it's like that Americana thing. I think it's like one of those like you just kind of associate that with Americana and American Pie, so on and so on.
So I'm trying to figure out what this kid, because he's wearing a lacrosse hat too. Is that a lacrosse hat? Yeah,
lacrosse.
So I don't know what the fuck this kid's about. He's either a thinker or a jock. I don't know.
Well, we can be both.
I guess. I mean, you played baseball, both. I guess.
Yeah, I played baseball, and I'm a thinker.
Yeah, you think.
I do. We find Stifler's brother here. I found him not too long ago. Yeah, Eli Marenthal is his name. This would have been his...
had to be his first film.
I don't think so. Let's see here. This is not his first film. Let's see. He was in a TV movie with Dolly Parton called Unlikely Angel in 1996.
Interesting.
He was in a movie called First Love, Last Rites in 1997. He was in a movie called Slums of Beverly Hills in 1997. And funny enough, that movie also starred Natasha Lyonne.
Interesting.
So he's in another movie with a American Pie alumni.
We'll say Natasha got him in.
Yeah, she may. She's like, hey, I got this. I know this kid who's he looks kind of like Steve Stifler. Before doing American Pie in 1998, he would also be in Jack Frost. Not the one with Shannon Elizabeth. Not the Shannon Elizabeth. The one with Michael Keaton.
That's no fun.
Yeah, he was in that one.
Because that would be another connection. Because damn it, why couldn't it have been the good Jack Frost?
And this same year, 1999, he would star in The Iron Giant. He's the voice of Hogarth Hughes.
The kid, yeah,
the kid. He had the lead role in that.
Bitch, he made us cry.
Yeah.
Well, I guess technically
Vin Diesel did. Yeah, Vin Diesel does.
What a weird path that Vin Diesel's on.
Yeah, I know. He's doing all right for himself, though. And aside from that, it looks like he did just some others. He was in the Country Bears movie in 2002.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, he
didn't come back to do like the grown-up version, did he? Is he like
he was in American Pie too, but that was the last time he was in American Pie.
So he didn't, because I didn't think that was him in like band camp or anything.
No, that was Tad Hill and something. I don't know. Really good casting in that movie, though, I will say.
I guess he was a little older in part 2. Yeah.
No matter what you say about American Pie Resistance, it was perfect casting in that first one, band camp. And looks like his most recent thing was he is in a TV show called The North Pole. He's in it for 12 episodes from 2017 to 2019.
Never heard of it.
Neither have I. So yeah, it looks like American Pie and Iron Giant are his two big ones.
His claim to fame.
He's also in a movie in 2004 called Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. And he was Robin in Batman, Mystery of the Batwoman. So that's pretty good.
I didn't watch that either.
Looks like he was also Robin as well in a episode of Static Shock. I used to watch Static Shock all the time, like from school. But yeah, so he's done a little bit of stuff, but not too active.
How old do we think he is in this? Like the character.
He's got to be like 12, I would say.
Probably 12, some kind of preteen, yeah. He's dressing in layers already.
Yeah, got the backwards hat, and he's already starting to kind of get into the Steve Stifler mindset.
And he's trying to kick Stifler off of his computer. Like, it's my computer. He's like,
yeah, it's his computer.
He's like, at a certain point, just explain to him, like, listen, here's what we're doing here, you little shit. We're trying to see some foreign titties. Just shut the fuck up.
Looks like he's also got a couple siblings who are actors, as actor and actress. Yeah, interesting. Just interesting to see these people you don't really
don't give much thought to.
Don't give much thought to, and they actually have like stuff going on outside of American Pie. But yeah, Steve Stifler is occupying his room. Which, why doesn't Stifler have a computer? They're a very wealthy family.
Yeah, but he probably, I don't know. It's too much nerd shit for Stifler.
Fucking computers, dude.
He's like, what the fuck computers gonna do in my life that I gonna care about? And then this comes up.
Jim tells Nadia, go and get changed, and I'll be waiting downstairs to go ahead and start studying up. Which has got to be very confusing for his parents when he just fucking bursts downstairs and runs out the door. You almost wonder why his parents didn't go up and check on her.
Right? Like, are you okay? Are they sitting there doing a puzzle? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. There's white
whatever.
upper class family. They just
Jim runs his male person over.
see some stuff in Jim's room. It's that angle we haven't seen yet.
Got a skateboard.
Bro,
Take that skateboard with you. You'll travel faster.
Wild ride. Got some CDs there. I wish we could see the CDs, but
it's Blink 182 or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Another family reunion or a class picture there.
Yeah, looks like something there. License plates. That was a big thing.
I don't get it.
License plates in their.
I mean, I'd say I don't get it, but we had a bunch of private property signs.
Yeah, we had a thing for when he was in high school. We'd steal private property signs.
The best one I think you still have is the positively no trespassing.
It's right there on top of my
That's a solid metal one too. That's a good quality.
Solid metal one. It's right up on top of my kitchen.
You're probably still being hunted down for that.
Yeah, probably. Here I just did incriminate myself to expose myself.
One in me and Pod God.
Yep, Pod God. But yeah, this is another little thing of his room. He has a lot of stuff in his room. It's like me. He has a lot of things.
It's tidy though. It is tidy.
Keep it tidy.
But Nadia's starting to pilfer around, taking a look.
Yeah, she does just kind of she starts looking around. Jim just running, mad dash, not even down the sidewalk. He's running
through the
streets to Kevin's house.
Think of some kind of weird homage to like Ferris Bueller running down the street.
Maybe.
I doubt it was that deep, but
this is Kevin's room, right? Yeah, that's Kevin's room.
Kevin's room. Nadia took her shirt off.
Woo! Jim has some alien stuff here on his thing too.
Does he? Well, he sure does. Interesting.
Just an iconic thing. Yeah, it is Kevin's room. So he's got the fucking fish button-up shirts in the back, and there we have it, baby. Boobage. Boobs are exposed.
And again, you would think the way these three guys are reacting to seeing her naked, that they're seeing it in the same quality we are. But they're just watching on this small window of this computer with a 2-megapixel camera streaming. Like, you're not having great... I mean, I guess you just done what you could.
Stifler's brother says, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I'm broadcasting. Yeah, they're just having some beers, watching it, just voyeur on this girl. This poor foreign girl.
And she has no idea.
No.
And then she finds
the porn.
Oh, there's the disappearing petroleum jelly.
Yeah, there is. The jelly's there in the first shot, and then the second shot, it's gone.
It must have gotten her way on like one of the takes where she's trying to get it out, the magazine's out or something. I'm still on the search for the porn magazines that were used in this film, so I can have them framed, put up in my apartment.
Now, there is a lot of improvisation in this scene from Shannon Elizabeth. She said it was kind of in the way it was wrote. She didn't think it was very natural. So like the stuff, like when she walks up to the mirror, she pats her stomach and stuff. Kind of does like the little like puff out stomach thing. Yeah. But she has no stomach.
Yeah,
like,
no.
She's like really flat.
It's a woman thing.
But she said, it's just a thing girls do. You know, that every girl was a little uncomfortable with their body. So she added that. So all this stuff in the scene is stuff she ad-libbed to make it more natural.
At least she dove in. Like she at least made it what it could be.
Well, she's done nudity a lot. She was nude in Jack Frost.
Yeah.
She is nude in this, and she's also nude in Scary Movie.
Yeah, she's a Hollywood sex idol.
Yeah, after this movie, she would actually get a full spread in Playboy.
Yeah, find that issue, huh?
That would be a good one for you to have, because it's American Pie themed.
It probably is.
Yeah, that's probably a good one to have.
Just a good one.
You're trying to justify buying porn.
I need porn, damn it.
Yeah, it's American Pie. I like American Pie, so I got the porn magazines from American Pie. But she did decide after doing that she would no longer appear nude in films because she started to see she was getting typecast.
Yeah, definitely typecast.
Yeah, she does say that Playboy appearance is one of her biggest regrets.
Yeah.
That kind of like further
probably cheapened her. She felt. Yeah. All right. I won't buy that one on her behalf since she regrets it so much.
And she is masturbating, baby. She's flicking the old bean, as they say.
Do they say? Flicking the bean?
Yeah. Sounds like something they say. And man, these guys are how are they not just like coming themselves? They're just, oh my God.
Yeah.
There's a gorgeous woman masturbating on my bed.
And this is what I feel is like the best time of like their lines, because it is mostly ad lib they talked about in the commentary.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the best time these lines are delivered because they're like, it's more natural because they're talking over each other. They're not waiting for one person to say a line and then they say a line. It's like the most organic we have of the whole film, I feel, is just this interaction between these guys.
Anytime it's these guys, yeah, like, but I get what you're saying. It's not anything written down. And Kevin tells him, you've got to go over there. She's primed. And the line, he tells her, go in and ask if she needs a hand.
That's stupid, Kev.
So this scene right here, Jim takes off running down the street again. It is hot as hell out.
You can see how hot it is.
Jim had a heat stroke doing this. Poor
you can
Jason
tell
Biggs.
looking at it.
Heat stroke.
You get those heat waves that they had going up the street there, you see,
Yeah, he had a heat stroke, which is why he was taking zinc pills, which is why he wasn't in the scene earlier with Kevin while Finch is golfing.
And fun fact, they did not get him a stunt double. He actually runs and jumps over these bushes himself.
Yep. Almost broke his arm. They were sure he was going to break his arm because he had such bad luck. Interesting enough about this scene with Shannon Elizabeth. So the way they shot this was it was actually they built this square room, middle of a warehouse, and it was only needed crew. So it was basically the director, cameraman, lighting, the boom guy. She says it was basically just her and the boom guy, basically, because it was just a static shot.
Right.
And she just kept trying to make jokes. She wanted to make sure that she wanted to seem as not nervous as possible. That way the rest of the crew wasn't nervous.
So that's why I went for a sound guy for that, because I knew sound guys always are left in their line.
Yeah.
Gotta have sound nearby. And we just get the best seat in the house sometimes. That's all.
And the song they're playing during this scene, one of my all-time favorite bands, Blink 182.
Blink.
Playing the song Mutt.
Mutt. They don't have any other songs besides
they have fucking good songs. one of my first tattoo ideas, I was going to get a Blink 182 tattoo. I still haven't got a Blink 182 tattoo.
It'd be tainted now at this point.
I mean, I don't think so.
Just get a Travis Barker tattoo. That's all everyone cares about.
Yeah, no, I like all of them. But yeah, that was one of my first tattoo ideas, was get a Blink 182 tattoo, and it still never came.
Just get it across your forehead.
Yeah,
just right there, Blink.
I should. I like American Pie. I like Blink 182. This is a song I always associate with American Pie, even more so than Laid. I know Laid is like the song. That's like the song from the movie. But I always associate Mutt. Every time I hear Mutt, I immediately think of American Pie.
So Jim gets back to his room. He's just panting heavy.
He's gonna do it.
But then Kevin gets a call.
Yep, and it's Sherman, the Shermanator.
And I'm just like, why did Sherman call them? Like, why bother Sherman? Like, are you trying to ruin it? You trying to make him take it down? And why wouldn't you call Jim instead? Why would you call Kevin and not Jim?
Yeah. Why? Well, maybe he's worried if he calls Jim, it would interrupt. I don't know why.
I guess we just needed somebody to tell us that it got sent to the East Side Directory. So they just did that way. I don't know. I would, if you're trying to like warn or chastise or whatever, you call the person that did it. Call Jim, because he wasn't there for the planning. He didn't know like Jim was going to be over at Kevin's watching this or anything. He wasn't part of that planning. And we see in the body text, he's just talking about, hubba hubba. Oh yeah, and then the link, and then Jim.
Yep, old Shermanator. He lets us know. Man, Sherman's in this movie a lot more than what I remember him being in.
He pushes nothing in the plot. But
no.
Were those 3D Doritos? Go back. It's fine. Well, we'll see him again.
Oh man, 3D Doritos. It's one of those things I bring up all the time, and no one really knows they are. But they're back now.
Yeah, they're back now.
Maybe we get to see Sherman's room.
Yeah, we
Sherman's corner.
He's got a giant ass pencil.
He's an artist.
He is an artist. Look at
how cool is that? Yeah, this little thing. Yeah, Sherman's got a pencil. He's got one of those little desk lamps. He's got a bunch of drawings of like really badass like metal stuff.
I'm trying to think what that
demons
poster is.
And I don't know. It's signed. It looks like to me that Pamela Anderson comic book that was out in the 90s.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, he's an artist. That's really cool.
He's got a toilet up there. It's propped up on.
Oh, that's a quirky thing. A little mini toilet.
He's got a giant bullet right beside it.
What is up with him and odd shaped, like disproportionate things?
It cannot be its actual size.
He's got a little hula girl.
He's got two lamps.
Yeah, he's an artist. I mean, he's got to have all the different lighting and stuff to.
That's what I'm looking for at this point. Like, where's your fucking sketchbook, my dude? He's got board games. He's a board gamer. He's got Battleship down there.
Classic.
I can't see what the other ones are.
Dictionary.
He's got a little foosball thing.
Backgammon. Yeah, a little foosball, a little miniature foosball. To go with the whole disproportionate thing.
Did you have one of those chairs that he's sitting in?
Yes, I think everyone did, right?
Yeah, I did. We had a couple of them.
Yeah, that was a thing. But well, it's cool to see a little thing about Sherman. He's an artist.
They never play up on the artistry in any of the
No,
films.
and if you know anything about your American Pie lore, he eventually becomes a principal.
Yep, becomes the principal or superintendent.
Something
One
like
of the two.
that.
I think
yeah.
principal though.
But he gives up on the drawing apparently.
And his video he has is bigger than the other guys'. He has a bigger window.
Yeah, he does have a bigger window. He looks like he has a better computer too. It looks like he's were flat screens a thing back then? It looks like a flat screen. Maybe it's just pushed back. It's probably just pushed back.
And flat screens would have been a thing. Been like a little. It's possible.
I don't see the modem or I don't see the tower.
Unless it's there beside him on the right.
Maybe down there by the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, we're digging way too much. No one gives a shit about where his tower is. But yeah, Sherman's an artist.
If we care, there's a million people that cares.
Yep. Sherman's an artist. What a cool
I think
detail.
that's the major takeaway. He's an artist.
Yeah, that's neat. And here we have, speaking of Blink-182, we have Blink-182 with a monkey.
With a monkey.
Yeah, we have Mark, Tom, and Travis, and all this guy. I don't know who he is. He's not a Blink-182 guy. He's credited as Garage Band guy. So he is just, I assume,
What are they credited as? Are they credited as Blink?
What are they credited as?
Because this might be he might just be like friends with Blink-182, like in this universe. Like they are Blink-182, but he goes to East.
They are credited as Garage Band members.
Oh, just Garage Band. Okay.
Yeah, that's what they're credited as Garage Band members. Yeah, you got Tom,
Why is your
Mark,
computer in the garage?
Why do you have a monkey?
Why wouldn't you? If I cared to take care of a monkey,
That is the weirdest part about this scene. Is like it's like a weird thing. Anyways, like Blink-182 is just randomly there, and they randomly have a monkey.
Because Blink-182 were definitely a thing in 99.
Blink-182 was really there. Man, you gotta get a strongbow.
Yeah.
Guys, strongbow. This is the best thing we've drank on this show.
You want another one?
Yeah, pass me another one.
Yeah. There you go.
This is refreshing too. This is a good summer beer.
Hell yeah.
That's the first beer we've had that we've drank multiples of on this show.
That's the only time we got a 6-pack of one.
Yeah, true.
Thank God we didn't get one of like the Crown Royal or the fucking
Cidergeist.
Yeah, that would have just been a waste. This one won't be a waste. We'll drink through this one.
God. Good shit. Yeah. So they got a monkey, and
they had to fight for the monkey.
They did have to
fight for it, but they just had to keep like letting whoever was getting this together. Like, no, we're serious about the monkey. Get us the monkey.
Well, this is the same monkey that would go on to star in Dr. Dolittle with Eddie Murphy.
It's a well-seasoned monkey, right?
Yeah,
there.
this is a big star. Hell, at the time, this might have been the top build, top build in this movie. They should like the top build things in this movie at the time would have been like Eugene Levy, Blink-182, and the monkey from Dr. Dolittle. Like if you Casey Affleck, yeah. You're like, oh wow, all these people are in it. It's like, well, they just have little bit parts on it.
Whoa, they got Blink-182. They're in one scene. Guys.
People be calling it like that. You want to see that Blink-182 movie? Yeah, it's got the monkey from Dr. Dolittle in it. Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be a great film. Yeah. And they're in a scene where we can see some girls' tits.
Oh hell yeah!
Like, hey guys, come here. And it is a garage. I mean, sure enough, I just don't know why a garage would be in there.
And then we got that kid, little nerdy kid, which I guess is Travis Cody Amer, who is credited as computer nerd. And they gave him lines, and he was just cast as an extra. And they had him say a couple lines, not knowing that once you do that, you then have to pay the extra.
Do you know what else he went on to do?
It looks like he was in a movie called Brando Unauthorized and another movie called Killer Priest.
I don't know, because they mentioned it lightly, like we might have got him into the SAG.
And then he also has a band called The Forgotten Arrival, or he did have a band called The Forgotten Arrival.
Because SAG, Screen Actors Guild.
Yep.
It's like because they have requirements for you to be able to get into them, and you have to have like speaking roles and such. You just can't be an extra. So they mentioned like they might have helped him get a SAG for having given him a line.
Let's see here.
I think he had an Apple poster too. He is a fucking nerd.
Yeah, he has just a nerdy kid. Also, you have in this James DeBello.
Who this is, right?
Yeah, who we've seen a couple times. We saw him at the party. He is credited as enthusiastic guy throughout the thing, and he's actually like a pretty big guy, like pretty big. I would say pretty big actor, but he does stuff. Like I recognize him most from Cabin Fever, the Eli Roth horror film Cabin Fever. He's in that. He's also in Detroit Rock City.
He's just surrounded by some some pretty boys, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
They're not even layered up.
They're
He's one of the
bros.
players.
Yeah, they're bros. One's at the Raglan, which the Raglan was a pretty big. You're a Raglan guy. You like Raglan shirts.
Do I?
Yeah, it's like the different color sleeve.
Oh, is that what that's called?
You're not wearing them now, but you usually wear them. Yeah, you like the Raglan things. Looks like he did some National Lampoon shit. Cabin Fever, Scary Movie 2. I'm pretty sure he wasn't in the first Scary Movie. He's in Scary Movie 2. Detroit Rock City, which I think would be his biggest thing. That was a pretty big flick when it came out.
So all these bros are just sitting around watching porn together. Like that?
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Like, so you didn't have a way of getting notified that you got an email unless you were at your computer.
Yeah, so they were just sitting at their computer when they got these.
Jim sent us a message.
Which, like, to that point, like, if no one would have just been sitting at their computer, this would have been streamed out. Nobody would have known about it, and it'd been the end, and nobody would have seen it.
Yeah.
Because definitely streaming then, like, just streaming now, like, it gets, your live streams get saved. Like, you can save them. They're not saving live feeds back then. So it would just come and gone, and nobody would have known.
No one would have known.
And Jim would have still had a chance to have sex with Nadia for prom, and because she was into him. She's into him.
She's very into him. Yeah, the guy, I just want to bring him up because I don't know if I brought him up in the second episode or not, but yeah, I recognize him every time I see this movie. It's just the guy from Cabin Fever.
Yeah, not much to dissect in their room.
Jim is about to enter.
Praying
Please
to God.
let this be it. And here he goes.
I want to see something once he gets in the room here. So just let him get in. And
somebody's coming in. It's got to be like a whole like thing. They have no idea what they're watching, and like it's like what's going on? What's coming in?
So looking right here, I'll get your opinion because I know Evan. He mentioned it to us that he's like, are they filling in Jason's like hairline? Does it look like it's like dripping there, like it is makeup or something?
It looks like he's wearing like he has like eyeshadow. That's the thing people do when they're like if they have a jet black hair like Jason Biggs has. Or maybe he dyed his hair.
Maybe.
It could be that he dyed his hair or something, but yeah, his hairline definitely looks like it's like filled in. Which look at him now, he doesn't have like a thinning hairline or anything like that. I don't know.
It was just
they might have dyed his hair.
They just gave it a sharp edge or something.
Maybe, yeah, something. Which maybe
because it looks like it's like dripping there, like kind of melted down from being hot and whatever.
It's everyone in this movie is greasy. So he walks in and Matt, you just walk in on that. And he's like, oh my God, here he goes. That guy's in my Trig class. The Blink-182 guys recognize him from Trig. So the Blink-182 goes to this East Grand Rapids. Looks like you use a hand.
And then she's just like, oh, Jim, shame on you. Like, not even.
She says it in like a cutesy way, I feel like.
Yeah, she definitely wasn't even like. She was like kind of hoping you'd come back in a way, it felt like.
Well, yeah, because like she was taking her time.
Yeah, just
you know what I mean? She's like, I'm going to get dressed. And she's also like, hey, I was going to rub one out real quick. She tells him, you've seen me. Now I need to see you. She wants him to strip. Poor Jim, he knows.
So that's where like the creators, they're like thinking this is kind of where that gets evened out of what just happened. Because now he's getting his comeuppance, like get to see her naked. Now he has to strip in front of everyone.
Yeah.
So that's where they feel this kind of evened out. But
yeah, I mean, it kind of does even out because he gets embarrassed too. Like he doesn't, go unscathed.
So he gets punished for this act of
he does
streaming her out to the internet.
Yep. And he has to do a little dance and he is fucking shucking and jiving.
And she got him to do this, and then she just sits there like she's bored.
And he throws his shirt on the camera, and you think, oh, he just saved himself, but apparently that shirt's weighted.
I swear you see someone's hand fling off when that shirt comes off of there, like right at the top.
Is that
left.
A conspiracy? Is there someone else in this room
back and
that
look
we
at
don't know? Fuck it. Then Stifler's brother is just having a good time dancing out, and Stifler shoves him back, and you hear a big crash.
I love so much. I love that so much.
And we learned from the commentary that was actually the sound. He actually shoved that kid that damn hard. And we also found out there's a bunch of girls watching this. And it looks like they're watching it on a laptop.
That's what I love a lot because Sean and Scott was talking about that. He's like, yeah, whoever's idea was just to shove the kid. He's like, they're asking like, did you mean to like, wipe him out completely? He's like, no, I didn't know if I would, but he like slammed him down. And that was the real sound they had. He's like, I felt bad after I heard the sound of him slamming.
These girls there are watching him on a laptop.
They got hardwired in.
Yeah, they got hardwired in laptop. Having
some clunky thing, isn't
eating
it? Some
chips, drinking sodas, watching the show. Well, they were watching Nadia fucking rub one out.
Yeah. So what's the deal with these girls?
Yeah.
Right? Are they at this point? They're laughing at Jim.
Yeah, but they were watching, which I do like that they like turn the tables as well. You know, Jim's getting embarrassed, and they also flip it over to show there's girls watching his fucking humiliation.
Yes. Again, they evened it out as much as they could.
They really did.
I mean, short of seeing Jim's cock, they evened it out. Because I mean, they probably would have if it wasn't, wouldn't ruin their rated R.
Yeah. And Jim, he's fucking going at it, humping right in the chair. He's got a little kissy face boxers. Is that what they're? Little lip kiss boxers.
Well,
more, you bad boy.
Are they kissy lips or are they like roses or something?
Fucking guys cannot be fucking more disgusted by this. Then Nadia asks him, hey, come on over here next to me. Ooh, baby.
What would you do, Ty? If there was a guy, though, instead.
Same, yeah. Why wouldn't you? If you're obviously attracted to him, why
take your socks off, Jim. That's going to make you come too fast.
What?
It's a thing.
What?
If you go,
they're cherries. His boxers are cherries.
Cherries. If you leave your socks on, that's why you're kind of supposed to, whatever. You could have the girl keep her socks on, but the guy keep his socks on because if you have socks on, it'll make you come faster.
Never heard of that.
It's a thing.
Wow. So
now you know. So if you want to last longer, kick your socks off.
The guy takes his socks off. The girl leaves hers on.
Yeah.
You said?
Yeah. Because it's a comfortability thing. Keeps you warm. It's a whole thing.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Pro tip. Because I have so much sex.
Pro tip. Yeah, you're not a virgin. We're not virgins.
We're not virgins.
Not virgins, guys.
We know about sex.
Woo, boy, howdy do we. And Jim, he doesn't know much about sex. He
knows part of it.
He blew
but
it.
he just blew it. Blew his load.
You ever had that happen to you? You ever had a premature ejaculation?
Not that bad.
I don't think I ever have. Maybe a little pre-cum. I mean, that's kind of natural, but I never had like a full blown like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially before even getting it in. Like, come on.
And she is fucking over it. Nadia's like, the thing is, Nadia came there to study, and she's fucking like disappointed.
Do you think they stayed there and studied after all this?
I wonder.
Like, well, I still got to study, Jim.
Jim breaks out the porn. Hey, let's look at Hustler together.
Well, he's desperate.
I like how Finn says, Jim, just wait for her to leave. Like he's gonna start.
You just go rub one out now.
Yeah, they're fucking. God, what a Jim just.
He says she's better than the girls in those magazines.
She gets on. She's ready to ride in those little white panties.
Everyone's just psyched for him. Like, hell yeah. I'd be psyched for him. You gotta be psyched for your boys to get laid.
Yeah,
like,
here she go. What's the expression? Shaved.
Hell yeah.
Woo.
I like shaved.
Yep. Yeah, here she goes.
Holy shit, all of them. Touch me, Jim. Touch me.
And touches her, and here he goes again. Boom. Boom.
He said he was wearing a boxer briefs under his boxers that day, just in case.
Everyone's so disappointed.
And you know what? Whatever the fuck they all say. He was at least in there with her.
He got called up to the show. He got called up to the plate.
Like, did he bomb? Sure, but at least he was fucking there. None of you guys were there.
He swung and he missed, but at least he stepped up to the plate.
Yeah, I still say that's a win. I don't even fucking care. You make fun of him all you want. He was in there with a naked Nadia. She's masturbating on his bed. He fucking wins. I'll defend Jim on this.
So what do you think? Let us know what you think. Is Jim a winner or is Jim a loser because of what happened with Nadia?
It was just unfortunate. It was unfortunate that happened.
I mean, it was such a everything was just so fast. I mean, I don't know. He didn't have time to prepare, but everyone at school has unfortunately seen it. I wonder if it got. I bet it got recorded. Somehow they recorded it.
There's now.
Probably got passed around the school. I imagine because everyone seems to know. Now, Oz, we see Oz the first time in this chapter. Oz catches the attention of Heather, right? Heather?
Yeah, I wonder why Oz wasn't there watching with him.
Oz is not, he's not that kind of guy. He's got more, he's trying to be a sensitive man. And he is away practicing his duet by himself.
He's taking it seriously.
Taking initiative. He's trying to learn it.
And I guess they had deleted scenes where he's flinging his lacrosse thing around. That made him look like a psycho killer. That we need to cut that out.
Like when Kevin calls Jim the Minuteman, and everyone at school has seen.
Yeah, everyone's just looking at him passing by. Everyone knows Jim now, essentially, for the wrong things.
And Jim breaks the news. Nadia's sponsors saw all of it, and she is.
What kind of pants are those? That kid walked in those jeans that are really big, not bell bottoms or whatever.
But Nadia got shipped back home. Her sponsors were not happy.
Hate to see it
about it, and Jim's pretty much given. He's defeated. He can't He's like, I just am not meant to talk to girls. I'm not meant to interact with girls.
Did you ever feel that way before having sex?
Oh, for sure.
Just felt like I just can't. This is never gonna fucking happen.
For sure, yeah. It's like. Did you ever feel that way? Like a little defeated?
I feel defeated right now. It's fine. Well, I have so much sex. That never mind.
No, it's a thing in high school where it's like, because in high school it's made it's such a big deal. Like, you gotta fuck.
You must fuck.
You must fuck. You better be fucking. And it's just like one of those things that when you grow up, it's like, it's not even that hard to do it. Like,
you can just kind of do it.
You can just have sex. You can find a consensual person to have sex with almost at any point, anywhere.
Especially in your gay community.
Especially in the gay community. It's open an app away.
just open an app and you'll just get pictures of ass like ready to go.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, it's one of those things in high school. It's such a big deal. Like, you gotta fuck. You gotta lose your virginity in high school.
And it's just not that
It's not that big of a fucking
Felt like
deal.
it then, for sure.
I feel like the people who made it a big deal, that was the biggest deal of their life.
Yeah.
And it's probably like resonated to where it's like, they kind of like peaked out.
It's like I could just, I guess I'll shoot for different things, I guess, to care.
Yeah, I mean, I was more focused on making sure I didn't fucking live in bumfuck nowhere, Ohio my whole life.
Guess what? We didn't.
We didn't. Moved on up.
You want to just move back there?
Let's just move back. Alpha energy now. Young professional alpha energy. And everyone else is like, hey, I got a hand job in 10th grade.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Hey, did I ever tell you about the time I got a hand job in 10th grade?
That was so cool.
It's like, you told me that yesterday. Well,
I'll tell you.
You want to hear it again? It was pretty badass.
I'll give you a different perspective on it.
Yeah, well, I'm on my half-hour lunch break at this sawmill. Let me go and break down to you about how I got cranked off in the back of a Honda Civic in 10th grade.
We skipped out study hall and got jerked off.
And that was the greatest time of my life.
Anyway. Wow, that just made me sad.
Yeah, it did.
So Jim's sitting here looking at where Nadia used to sit, getting ready for class.
Just it's a sad thing. And
those
also
are my favorite desks, by the way.
Those desks,
those type of desks.
What do you even call those desks? The ones like the fixed.
Yeah, they don't have the pocket underneath or anything. Just the standard high school desk.
But I like the continuity here because they are in world history class, and we saw earlier that Jim sits right across from
Michelle.
And here they are, sitting across. And Jim is just being a fucking sourpuss. He had his fucking... He's embarrassed. And Michelle has just talked to him about band camp.
Is this one? What are the stories? Go back. What are the stories she's giving us right now?
They were told they weren't supposed to have pillow fights.
And they had
pillow fights. and something else, I was thinking of too. If this is this scenario that the main focal point of this chapter with Nadia and Jim, if that happened today, this would be like national news.
Yeah, probably the closest thing we ever had. Oh, not even closest. That's not even comparable. You remember the Steubenville boys?
Yeah, that would be so obviously these guys are not as fucking as fucking bad as those fucking Steubenville fucks. That's not. Yeah, I wouldn't draw too many comparisons.
As soon as I heard, I was like, that's not exactly the same.
It's a whole nother thing. Those Steubenville fuckers. Yeah, our fucking East Grand Rapids boys aren't anywhere nearly as bad as those fucking.
They're good old boys compared to that.
Yeah, those fucking Steubenville fuckers. Jesus Christ. Yeah,
that was fucking wild.
But I'd imagine it would be kind of like a thing on that level where it'd be like Jim would definitely be like a villain.
Oh yeah, you'd have to be a villain of the film to even consider doing that.
Yeah, he would be a villain. It would his whole life would be over basically. It'd be the end of it if it happened today. But it was 90s, brother.
Different time, brother.
It was 90s, dude.
90s dude's back there with sunglasses on. You see that?
Yeah, nice.
That's a 90s thing.
Hell yeah.
You still do that, don't you?
What?
No, I don't think you do. Do sunglasses up in the hair?
No, I would wear expensive sunglasses. I ain't leaving those fucking things on my head. I got to put those on a sunglasses case.
You hear that, everyone? If you find Tyler Alexander's anything, go steal his sunglasses. They're expensive
sunglasses. They go into a case. Jesus Christ. Not putting those fuckers on my head. They get scratched. I'm afraid to wear them half the time.
But Michelle's just sitting here just talking at Jim, really.
Talking at him, yeah. And he doesn't understand, like, why or you don't understand why I don't want to talk. And she plays oblivious.
Is it because of the test tomorrow? Yeah, I get nervous before big tests too. Like, that's it.
And this is one of the most unexpected moments of the movie. You do not expect her to be this part of add this to the story.
No, there's really no clue to it at all.
No, not at all. Jim just asked her, "Do you want to be my date for the prom?"
And she's like, "Seriously, you want to go with me?" Like, yeah, there's.
I like Jim's hesitation, just like, yeah. You can tell it's definitely like a sure moment, but he's like, yeah. And she just wants to go to Steve Silver's party. She has not gotten to go to a high school party.
Yeah, because if you was watching this for the first time, you really wouldn't have. You're right. There is no clue that he's going to ask her at all. Because if you're not paying attention, you don't even think about her being there too much.
No,
I mean, she has a couple of scenes like the beginning where they play her instruments backwards, and then they have like where she tries to go to Steve's party, and then she just has the reaction to Jim. Talking about what was they talking about? Kevin going down on Vicky. She kind of reacted to that, but other than that, she's not really prominent in any way.
No.
So it really, like, I could imagine watching this first, like, why the fuck would he ask her out? She was just, but boy, does she turn into a centerpiece for the series.
Oh, man. Yeah, she definitely. It's like Jim and Michelle always through the rest of the season. Not season, series.
Don't make this turn into a series, Ty. Don't say that out loud.
It's one of those, I hate when that happens, but this one I don't know if I'd be upset about.
What would the series be?
I don't know.
You want just this movie dragged out?
I kind of say yeah.
You're part of the problem.
I mean, we're kind of taking an hour and a half movie and stretching it out over 6.
It's a little different.
We're basically doing what a series would be.
We're not remaking
we've made it into a series. I mean, we've done that.
Not the same.
Hey, we're having a good time doing it. But hey, we cut to Subculture, which is the shop that Oz's dad, he doesn't own. His dad is the manager of. And there is a deleted scene. If you ever dive into the deleted scenes of American Pie, there is a scene early on. It's where we're introduced to Finch and Stifler, where Stifler comes up and just like makes fun of his dad for basically just being like, you're poor.
Yeah, essentially.
Is basically what he's driving as. You're poor. Which we don't know what Oz's home life is like at all. He doesn't have a car. He works at a sub shop. He's definitely like probably the lower.
We don't know Finch's. The only home life we know is, we only know because of the deleted scene how Kevin's home life is.
Yeah, we know Kevin. We know Jim. We know Stifler. Oz, I would say, is probably the lower class of all of the friends. That's probably why he strives to be so good at sports.
Man, he probably is. Oh, poor Oz.
Yeah, poor Oz. But hey, he's a working man. He's trying.
Yeah, because he's the only one working too.
Yeah, he is.
Fuck, poor Oz.
He is the only one working. He's the only one with a fucking job that we know of.
Poor Oz.
Wow.
Just stuck in this upper middle class high school, and he's sitting here struggling.
Yeah, that's probably why he was at fucking Jim's room earlier watching TV. Maybe he doesn't even
have a TV.
Maybe he doesn't have a fucking TV. Maybe that's why he wasn't watching on streaming. He doesn't have a computer to stream.
Fuck.
God.
Man, he really is just like the poor one of their
poor
group.
Oz.
I mean, it was clear that like Stifler is like the richest of the group. But I guess Oz would have to be the poorest of them. Fuck.
Hey, he doesn't have a car. Damn.
Yeah, because the college chick was driving him around.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oz.
That's kind of interesting to find out.
Yeah. He's at Subculture. And hey, Heather shows up.
Why is he there by himself at this point?
He's probably closing up.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know why he'd be there.
You don't know what kind of business. This probably doesn't get a lot of business. I mean, they said they designed it as kind of like a shitty little sandwich shop.
Yeah, they said they had a bunch of stuff that was designed for the space, but they couldn't even point the camera that direction.
I wonder why they didn't just write that he worked at Dog Ears. Why they made a separate thing? I feel like it would probably have been just easier. Probably saved him a little bit. Just be like, oh, he works at Dog Ears.
I wouldn't go there on my day off to eat if I worked there.
Yeah, true. But
that's not true. I've worked places like that where I have done that.
Yeah, but Heather is very impressed. She wants to make up. I mean, She
knew Oz was genuine. He was practicing for the duet, and she found out that he was here working from Stifler. Like, why did she talk to Stifler?
I guess just to find out, if what Oz's intentions were, maybe. Which I guess Stifler must have been like honest with her.
I mean, we don't know Stifler as a liar.
Yeah, he might be like, we're just fucking busting his balls. He's a good guy.
Maybe.
You never know. That'd been a cool scene to see.
Yeah, because there's really no inkling that Stifler's a liar of any sort. Right?
No, I mean he is like. I know, like, considered to be the antagonist of the series, but it's like he's not really. It's like I know he won a Teen Choice Awards for Best Movie Villain for American Pie Wedding.
Yeah, because
American Pie Wedding, I think, is like the best Stifler character depth.
I mean, I guess he lies to women, so I don't know. Yeah,
he does. Yeah,
just went and talked to Stifler, and I don't know. Been interesting to see that conversation, I guess.
Yeah, it would have, but it might have.
It would have slowed us down.
It might have hurt his character too, because they want him to be kind of like the antagonist.
Yeah,
like he gets his comeuppance, his just desserts.
Yeah, the only time that Stifler becomes a hero is in Wedding.
Yeah, I think maybe a reunion too. But yeah, Heather and Oz just kind of discussing their future plans
or lack thereof.
She's going to be a writer, or she's wanting to go to maybe do writing. And he's making her a nice sandwich. This is like a Subway-esque kind of place, I guess. You go and get your sandwich made.
Yeah, just sub shop.
Yeah, standard sub shop.
Jimmy John's, Subway.
I love subs so much.
Jersey Mike's.
At the office, we spend a lot of fucking time at the office ranking subs. A large portion of my time at work is...
You hear that? That's why your flights are delayed always, people.
Wait, whoa.
Because the guys are meant to be fixing it.
I don't even fucking figure that. But they make it a nice olives. I hate olives. Olives are so fucking gross.
I can do olives in a mix. So if it's like
I can't do olives
like a supreme pizza, I can handle the olives on there.
Jeez, it's like licorice. I like licorice, but I can't. It's the closest thing I can adhere to olives. God, they're so gross. But they do kind of make up. Heather and I, it's a really cute scene between them.
I hate that they're leaving like all the bread out. Like if he's closing up, like hurry up, because I worked at a sub shop before. You throw all the bread away at the end of the night.
Maybe he's getting ready to scoot it out and toss it out.
Maybe he
might not even be closing up. It might be like a slow point of the night where he's like,
well, no, he unlocked the door.
No, yeah, he did, yeah.
So it was definitely locked. He's there, which is another thing. He's there closing by himself. What the fuck? What is happening?
Like I said, it's just a small place. He probably don't get a lot of business. I don't know.
His dad said, just go fucking close the shop.
Yeah. But hey, we get another painting. We're back at the high school and we get another painting. And this is a fish market. There's a surfer there, which I know this was actually because they shot a lot of the interiors at an actual school in California. And this is one of the best hints at that is there's a surfer. And I don't know if you know your geography much, but there's not a lot of surfers in Michigan.
Not a lot, anyway.
Yeah, it's not a hot spot for surfing.
You can sure try. You're not going to go.
I think it has like a pretty prominent bulge too. The surfer. Am I just noticing that?
It's just you.
No, he looks like a pretty prominent bulge. But it's like a fish market. I don't know, fish.
It seems like some kind of weird fish market. There's guys with like fishing poles.
A lot of white people.
Really, the guy with the surfing board's one out of like place.
He's like, hey, this is where the surfing is. Like this is Michigan. Wait, so where do I catch the waves? Like, we don't have waves.
We don't do that.
This is a fish market in East Michigan. We don't have that.
Which Disney Channel was that? A Brink?
Brink,
no?
Yeah.
Or no, Johnny Tsunami.
I don't remember seeing that. Oh, we got an old fishing man. Yeah, it's a fish market of some kind.
It's not as intriguing as the first mural.
No, it's nowhere near as on the level of fuckery as that was. And Stifler's asking a girl out, and she tells him no. No. He can't believe it. He's getting turned down. And she says, it's a long shot, but I'm hoping Paul Finch asks me. And Stifler can't believe that. Shipbrick,
right?
Shipbrick.
Is it brick?
Yeah, shipbrick.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. And she tells him, it's pretty ominous, or pretty out of nowhere. She says, the scars have healed up nice. And Stifler's just pissed. He cannot believe it.
Yeah, Kevin tries to say hi. He's like, fuck off.
Yeah. And she tells him, Kevin comes in, that goes to the girls, like, what was that all about? And she's like, oh, he's still embarrassed, because Paul Finch kicked his ass. It's part of the...
which no way Paul Finch is kicking Stifler's ass.
No.
Not a chance.
We do find out in the sequel they had a fight.
Do we?
Yeah, they had a fight over the summer. We find out in American Pie 2. It's a passing line where they had a fight over the summer for this. In between this and the second movie.
Interesting. Yep. I don't remember that.
Well, maybe we'll cover that in American Pie 2 slices.
Maybe.
Kevin goes to Jessica, and Jessica
that girl let her know, because he asked her, where are you hearing this shit?
Yep. And Jessica tells him basically Paul Finch's whole plan. And God, look at this fucking school meal.
Never had a lunch like that.
Well, we got green beans, corn off the cob, chocolate milk, and little personal pizzas, it looks like. So I'm guessing.
Yeah, basically what they're missing.
Those little school pizzas. Man, I love those little fucking school pizzas, though. I used to get them all the time.
The rectangle ones?
No, the little circle ones. They're, you just throw them in the oven. Man, they're so fucking good. God, I might give me some of They're all carb.
You're like, you know what? I was cooking steak today. Not now.
They're all carb. I mean, it's basically just a big circle of bread with a little bit of cheese, which it's basically the definition of pizza anyways. But,
Way to go. Tell us more about what a pizza is, Ty.
Yeah, join me in Pizza Slices, the in-depth pizza. We're breaking down pizza one characteristic at a time on Pizza Slices.
First, we start with the base.
Yeah, you got bread, and you put some sauce on it, and cheese, and meat, maybe some other vegetables. But yeah, those little school pizzas are so fucking good.
Our school had our school eventually got rid of the a la carte, didn't they?
Yeah. Which when I was in high school, I was a little fat boy, still a chubby boy, but I was a big.
I'm chubby right now. I need to work on this
big
shit.
Old fat boy in high school, and we had a la carte, and the a la carte every day. Wasn't it weird? Like in our school, it was like you had the two lines. You had like the regular lunch line and the a la carte line. It was always like kind of like a class divide.
Oh, I think that's probably one of the motivating reasons they got rid of it.
Yeah, it was like they're the poor kids that go to the regular line, and all us wealthy kids are going.
Yeah, parents send me with $5 each day.
Parents give me $3 a day, baby. And I would use my $3 a day to get a soda with $1. Another $1 would go to 4 Little Debbie cupcakes, and that would be my lunch.
You eat the whole thing.
Yep, that would be my lunch.
Not as bad as the one guy. He had the 2-liter soda, ate a whole large pizza.
Yeah, that kid had it made. But so basically what Finch did was he gave Jessica $200,
which is a lot to a high schooler, if we're being honest.
That is what does Finch do? Does he have a job?
No, he just has his parents too, I guess. Again,
at least the kid's just getting an allowance. Like, hey, I put a couple $100 in your bank account.
That's what I loved about when I was going to school, because I got money. Because for the a la carte, my parents would give me $5 for lunch, but I wouldn't spend it a lot of the time. Like, I would just either save it or just not spend it. But when summer came along, I didn't get that. Like, I didn't get an allowance or anything, so I just saved up from that.
You got $5 a day?
I think it was something like that. I think there's some days
that's $100 a month. That's not bad.
Yeah, there's sometimes they'd skip over it here and there. If they'd ask me if I still had money, like, yeah, I got money. I wasn't a lying greedy kid. Like, if they asked me, like, do you have money for lunch today?
I was. I'm like, I'm flat broke.
Now they'd ask me, like, there'd be sometimes like, do you got money for lunch today? Like, yeah, I got money for lunch today. It's fine. But
I'd get like $3 or something like that a day.
Yeah, because I don't know how much lunch was.
It was pretty cheap. Like I said, I got 4 Little Debbie cupcakes for $1. So I mean,
they were like 25 cents a piece.
Yeah, back in the day. Damn, imagine a cupcake now is like $1 something for one.
I don't know. I haven't bought them in a long time.
No, nearby. But Jessica, she basically spread a lie.
$200 to lie for Finch. Which, you know what? I guess that's a bold move.
It is a bold move. I mean, it's not bad. I mean,
my problem with that strategy is that you're going to get all these lied embellishments about you. But then when it comes time for it to happen, then everyone's going to find out, like, oh, that's not fucking true.
Yeah.
Like the first one we ever heard was like, Finch was hung. Like he was a hung man.
Hung legend.
Hung legend Finch and hung legend Jim.
Who's bigger?
Yeah, and like the moment someone has sex with him, they're like, "Well, you're not hung Finch." Like, what the fuck?
And Oz, man, he is feeling himself. We cut to the gym locker room,
really feeling the music,
feeling how sweet it is to be loved by you. Ooh.
We should go join a choir club.
Yeah, we should.
My favorite thing, I caught it and they mentioned it in the commentary. Because if you listen to Stifler when Oz is walking up singing, he's talking to another guy, Stifler, he's like, so I had this girl call me and she asked me for my number. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Stifler?
Stifler, he's razzing Oz. He's, oh my God, you're gay. Oz, he's secured his masculinity. He's not but he finds out the shocking revelation. The big game, the championship game, is this Saturday.
You said you didn't watch Reunion much, did you?
I watched it a while. I'm gonna watch it again soon.
Yeah, because I think that was a funny bit when, like, the whole lacrosse team. It's like, we'll get it. Yeah, we'll eventually get to that. But it's like
the whole lacrosse team was gay.
The whole lacrosse team, and then they're like talking stuff like, you didn't know. You're like, fuck no. Yeah, we were all just gay, man. Like,
oh shit. But yeah, the big championship games this weekend.
Fuck.
The same day as the choir
fucking day. Shit.
And Oz, he really wants to be in the lacrosse game because, the team they're playing beat their ass last time. He wants to get back at them.
Central.
And he tells Heather, and Heather does the fake girl thing where she's like, yeah.
If that's what you want to do.
Passive aggressive thing.
If that's what you want to do, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, he totally blew it. He blew it too. They're all blowing it.
Just everyone's blowing it. Then, you know what? Yeah, everyone blew it this episode.
Yeah. But he's like, thanks for understanding. You know, she doesn't really understand. She's not really understanding. But he tells her, like, hey, it's fine though, because like I'll be able to do my game and then pop over and see you guys do your thing. But Heather, I don't think is taking it as well as
she's definitely let down.
She does disappoint. Well, she gave him a second chance. Is the thing.
Yeah, and he did overpromise.
Yeah, he did overpromise. He gave her a second. She gave him a second chance, and he blew it. And that was the fourth episode of American Pie Slices, Chapter 11, Nadia on the Net. A lot going on in this.
A lot going on.
I'm glad we saved this episode, this chapter, for its own episode.
Yeah, it was pretty loaded.
It definitely needed it. What was your favorite part about this chapter?
My favorite part is our realization about Oz really being like the poor one of the group. Like it's such a subtle thing, but it was interesting to just kind of.
I'm going to second that. That's my favorite part too. That's something I've never thought about. Man, it's there once you pull the pieces together. Yeah, he's the poor one of the group.
Man, he's basically hoping for, again, that's why he's put so much into lacrosse and everything, because he's hoping for a scholarship.
He wants to get out of there. He wants to get out of East Grand Rapids High.
Well, his family's not going to afford him college any other way.
Yeah, he's got to get a scholarship.
So yeah, that's why he's all in on that, which, man, that's kind of crazy.
It is. But yeah, this has been a good episode. A good dive in this chapter, because there's a lot to unpack here. You know, this is a scene we talked about earlier, one of the most controversial scenes of the movie. Shannon Elizabeth has came out, said, that this scene, for what it is, did help launch her career. She's very grateful for it, but did kind of adhere to her to maybe change things up and not allow herself to be nude in every movie. She did start to see that she was being typecast.
Yeah, she became a Hollywood sex icon.
And I think a lot of people will, say this is definitely a scene that will never be seen again.
So how do you, for sake, if they ever did fucking try to remake this film, how do you remake that so it's not as obscene as it was? I guess.
Maybe we'll have to check out Girls Rule. I think Girls Rule was basically a remake, right?
I don't know.
The ninth one.
Might watch that one off just to fucking see, I guess.
We'll have to try.
Yeah, because I don't know how you remake that to where it's not as like whatever as it as it is. Mm-hmm. So I guess the scene just don't exist. I don't know.
I guess not. I
guess you just cut out the whole live streaming thing. You just accidentally walk in on her masturbating.
Yeah.
Accidentally. Whatever.
Accidentally, yeah.
Which still makes you kind of a creep. Fuck,
there is no way to make it look good. But these are teenage boys. They're not thinking about the consequences. You're not thinking about your impact on people's, emotions or feelings or social conscious. Like,
I can't think of anything specific as a teenager, but I'm sure I did some like pretty shady fucking shit.
I know I did some fucked up shit when I was a kid, just bullying people and stuff, and like not realizing the impact it might have on them. But
they're fucking nerds. What are you supposed to do?
You're a fucking nerd. You got to put them in their place.
Yeah. What the fuck are you supposed to do?
Jeez, come on, stop being a nerd.
I wouldn't make fun of you. You want the fucking nerd.
You make yourself an easy target. But yeah, you're a fucking high schooler. You're not thinking about this kind of stuff. And I mean, that's one of the things I think that this movie has such an appeal, is because it is a very accurate depiction of high schoolers. I mean, you're dumb. You're
just thinking with your dick.
Yeah, you're thinking with your dick. You're impulsive. You're just want to get laid just because you're supposed to. Like, that's it. You're supposed to get laid. Like, it's interesting. This movie has an appeal, and it's a lot more than a dick fart titty movie. I mean, it's got heart to it. I think that's something we've talked about a lot.
It could handle some more fart jokes though.
Never. Yeah, I think dissecting Oz was an interesting part of it.
Yeah, I never just thought to think about it. Just watching this through a million times, just like, he just works at the sub shop, that's all. But then you think about it, like, none of the rest of them work.
No.
Just
not
him.
that we know. Yeah, not that we know.
There's nothing to suggest that they do.
No. But there you have it, guys. That was the 11th chapter of American Pie. We're going to be continuing things next Wednesday. But hey, you know what next week is? It's the 4th of July next week.
4th of July.
Yeah.
Independence Day.
Coming up on youtube.com/culttalknet, July 1st, you can get a special YouTube exclusive episode of the Cult Talk Net gang talking about Jaws, that great summer classic movie. We have a Jaws bottle opener we use on American Pie Slices because of summer. It's a summer event.
Fuck sharks.
Fuck sharks. Or fuck sharks?
No. Good luck if you do. But
hey, and we're doing that. Except we're doing a little 4th of July celebration. Saturday, July 1st, you can get Jaws. Monday, July the 3rd, you can hop on over to Cult of Campbell our Bruce Campbell themed podcast, where we're going to have a little Independence Day special there. Eric and I are doing a book review, which is very classy. That's a classy thing to do.
Eric's still alive?
Eric's still alive.
Proud of him.
He's still alive. On Tuesday, July the 4th, to our listeners here on American Pie Slices, if you're new to how we do things on Cult Talk Net, you're going to get a random bonus episode this Tuesday. And you're going to think to yourself, this doesn't have Jim or Stifler in it. We do holiday specials here on Cult Talk Net. And when we do those, we put them on youtube.com/Cult Talk Net. And we also put them on all of our podcast feeds. Cult Talk Conspiracy, Cult of Lore, Cult of Campbell, and now American Pie Slices. You're going to get a special bonus episode of us breaking down the film Independence Day, 1996 Independence Day, with Will Smith, Jeff Goldblum, Bill Pullman, a fucking amazing cast. So, but don't fret, because the very next day, on July 5th, you will get the 5th episode of American Pie Slices as we get ready to go to prom. It's prom season.
Prom season.
So wear your best next Wednesday. Dress up in a little suit and a little dress.
That'll be a fun episode when we get to the prom.
Oh,
just
yeah,
to talk
baby.
about our own proms.
Oh, baby. It'll be a slice of life. We're going to talk about our prom experiences. But thank you guys for listening. This has been a great episode. We dove into the most controversial scene of American Pie, the franchise itself. And I think there's a really good discussion on that scene, as well as some really great revelations on our tried and true characters. Thank you guys for joining us. With that.
Oh, wait.
What?
Let's go give our final thought on the cider.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Strongbow.
I drank through 2 of them.
Yeah, I did too. God damn. So Strongbow Gold Apple Hard Cider. This is the best thing we've drank on this show so far.
Highly recommend.
Highly recommend. Let's see what we've done so far. We had the Cider Boys Mad Bark,
which was good.
We had the Crown Royal Apple.
God fucking awful.
Woof. We had Cidergeist Pip.
Just some fucking healthy cider.
Sour.
Not really great.
And now the Strongbow Hard Cider Gold Apple. This is the best thing we've drank on this show. This is fucking fantastic.
Yep, it wins so far.
Oh, god damn. This is good. This is so damn good.
They didn't have to. They didn't have to go that hard, but they did that shit.
Yeah, this was great. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you follow us at Cult Talk Net across the board. That's YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all the things. If you go to a social media site and you look up at Cult Talk Net, you're more than likely going to find us there, because I did a really good job of locking things down in that aspect. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Make sure you guys check out Cult of Campbell on Monday, July 3rd. We have an Independence Day special. Cult Talk Conspiracy every other Tuesday. Cult of Lore every first and third Thursday. And make sure you check out youtube.com/culttalknet for a really great animated full-length episode of Cult of Lore. Those guys do a really good job and work really hard on those, so check those out. And of course, American Pie Slices, 6-part summer event every Wednesday through the summer. Thank you guys for listening. I've been Ty.
And I've been Michael. And we are on to the next step.